Alright, guys and gals, welcome back to the self-found hardcore warrior. His name is Hillbilly. Why is there no sound right there? Let me reload the game. Something seems weird. Anyway, I hope you guys and gals are doing all right. What the hell's going on? Hold on, guys. Might have something needs to be updated here. I don't know. Emote sounds. Dialogue got turned off.
Drum car.
Wonder how that happened. I must have actually hit some kind of keybind. Anyway, off camera, I did a few things. We are level 13. I worked on professions. And when I mean work on professions, I did drop alchemy. Picked up blacksmithing. I'm going to hold on to blacksmithing just for a little bit to get a few items. And then I'm going to switch over to engineering. Keep the mining. I've got cooking, first aid, and fishing. I spent about an hour getting my fishing. It's up to 83. First aid's to 60. Cooking 31. The reason I picked up blacksmithing is I want this. We'll see if there's something even better than this. I do want to try to maintain an axe because we have that +5 skill with it, which is nice. And I actually have all of the ingredients except for one piece of light leather. So I know I can fish up light leather in the tightly sealed trunks. This is actually why I picked up fishing. The first place we can get these, well, one of the first is right off the shore here in Ratchet. Yeah, we might try to make our way over here. Yeah, and then we can make that. So what we're going to do this episode is we're going to head right to the west. And we'll work on Kron's amulet. Cheers to you. Hope you're doing well. Today is Thanksgiving Day for me. It was several days ago when this comes out, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I think we've moved into December by the time this comes out, perhaps. Also made a couple of items for us. I made these rusty rune copper gauntlets, the belt, and yeah, that's it. Works. Getting pretty close. We can actually get into Ragefire Chasm right now if we wanted to, but I need some better stuff. I want to have a couple of greens on me. It's definitely a better weapon. I'll feel a little bit better about it. It's not like I'm going to be tanking or anything, but still, I don't want to be too squishy in there. But hopefully within the next 3 episodes, we'll be doing that, 2 or 3 episodes. Trying to get the priest the same, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to try to go DPS at first. Maybe 1 or 2 runs. It depends on how much I level, though, I guess. But it would also be nice to get a few pieces of green gear on the priest. Can I get up this way? Yeah. So in the bank, I'll show you here. This is Bagnon that lets me do this. This is what I have in the bank. What was interesting is when I was trying to make this copper axe, this is how it comes up. And I was standing at the thing and I had everything in my hand. I had more than enough. And I was like, why can't I make this? I couldn't. I like reloaded. Then I just scrolled down. That's when I saw I needed the leather. Yeah. What are you guys up to? Hope you're doing well. Today is the 8th day of my juice fast. I'm going to be calling it pretty soon, I think. I'm just going to go back to a pretty strict... I'm going to use 2 keto meals a day with... Oh, with some fasting. That's way too loud now. I'll turn that down just a second here. Yeah. What did I do there? I turned... effects. Crank those things down a few megahertz there. This morning I think I was 214. So the weight's gone. I feel good. The only reason I'm considering doing it is because I'm a little bit shaky in the gym. I'm not enjoying that. My gym time is kind of like my favorite time. Let's go down this way. We're going to make our way, well, we'll do this first. I'm really anxious to fish up some wreckage. Got another node back there. I'm going to go grab that. Yeah, I can't remember who it was that told me about being able to buy life root from a vendor. So that's why I dropped herbalism. And I looked. There are 3 places we can buy it from. Now, it's going to be probably hard to get. But we can get it in Stone Talon Mountains at Sunrock Retreat. We can get it in Thousand Needles at Freewind Post. And where was the other place? Is it over here? Oh, here. Wetlands. Right here. From... well, this is what they had marked. I may be wrong. I think it's Wetlands. But as you know, we can't use the auction house, so... Hopefully that's not too big of an issue for us. Cynics reminded me how tough it is. We have to fight that whirlwind thing. It's like a level 40 elite. We did it on Mountain, My Gnome Warrior, but I had to wait, I think, a couple levels before I could solo it. This is our last piece of food, buff or otherwise. I got a little piece of chicken there, but eh. Fishing was so frustrating. It's a level. It's my least favorite thing to level up in the game. It's so punishing when you're first trying to level it. You miss like 10 casts in a row. Just like I've got a bobble on and everything. It's like, what is the point of the bobble, man? Maybe we get lucky here. How you doing, brother? That's an upgrade. Yeah, you can have that. Thought he was... well, I didn't know what he was doing. He wasn't waiting to see if I needed that. He's like, I'm taking the skin. Cool. He's probably worked his way down from the north here. All right, we've got nodes on the map. Got one behind us. We'll go get that. I am going to stock up on this stuff for our engineering. I've never actually used a training dummy in a hardcore challenge, and several people have told me like how good it is. Maybe the best for the hardcore challenge. I've always gone alchemy herbalism, but it's kind of boring, honestly. And because I've never done engineering for the hardcore, we're definitely going to do it. Plus, you can make other cool stuff, right? You can make like the goggles and some other shit. So that's going to be nice, you know. And we're going to be depending on our gear from the runs, which makes sense. I'm sure it's going to be better than anything I can craft with this, you know, blacksmithing for a bit. So these may not drop anything. I've learned this. If you get them on this side, on the barren side, they usually don't drop anything. It's like, why? Oh, because I'm swimming. It's like, why am I not attacking here? All right, we've got multiple people doing this. Kind of sucky. Pretty much out of, we have no health pots. I've got this one little weak troll's blood thing. I probably should have made some more up before I dropped herbalism, but I wasn't really thinking. I did some questing as well. I did quest in Tearsfall. I think I did a quest or two here just while I was, you know, working on the professions. You can get lucky with this amulet. Looking forward to Sunder Armor 2. It does the same one hit, does 180, which is equivalent to 2 of these rank 1s. Look at that mob popped right back up there. Conscript of the Horde we could turn in. It leads us into the crossroads proper, or, well, the Barrens proper, I should say. Looks like he's finished up with the Crocs.
Congratulations.
All right. That's not too bad of a drop rate for that quest. Yeah, I don't know. I might continue the juice fast. I'm feeling good. Like I'm over the, you know, had a couple of headaches and things like that, but it was way better than the first time I did this. And my body is at the point where it's I'm just coasting now, right? I'm just coasting on the nutrition. The digestive system has calmed down. And I kind of forgot how fast weight would come off. I really did. So I dropped 15 pounds in 8 days of body fat. Yeah. I don't know what I thought maybe it'd take like, a couple weeks or something at least. I don't know. I didn't really think about it too much. I just kind of threw the days out there.
What can I do for you? May
so
your
give us
blades
this,
never dull.
Which is an upgrade actually. All right, sorry about your son, ma'am. All right, we're going to go see if we can get lucky and find some floating wreckage and ratchet. I got to be a little bit careful. Actually, do I risk that? I don't actually know that I do that yet. I mean, we're safe in ratchet. The problem is, well, if I use the roads, we'll be fine. Let's do that. We'll hit crossroads and then into ratchet via the roads. Because along the banks on this side, there are some high-level raptors and stuff. Had a couple of people hit 60 while I was on, like last night doing this. Kind of amazing. We've had 60s for a while, though, by the time this is out. But that's actually the first one I saw or heard with the little cheering sound that it does. I was reading up a little bit on some of the changes coming. I don't know why Blizzard keeps doing this to themselves, man. They make promises about something and then they just pretend like it never happened, like they never said it. I think they just end up pissing people off. It would be better for them just to be open up front and say we plan to make it's not going to be vanilla, how it was in vanilla. But they did it the first time, and they did it this time as well. With like, and I got to be honest, the changes don't really matter to me because I'm not like a raider. I'm not an endgame person. And I think a lot of these changes have to do with rating and stuff, buffs and whatnot. Like, I don't really care that much, honestly. It just kind of kills me that when you have a company that does that, it makes you think like the leadership is all fucked up or they're incompetent. I mean, that's the message it gets across to me when somebody from Blizzard comes out and says there's no changes, right? And then, then they start announcing changes right before they release what they're releasing or after. Just kind of silly.
Stronghold, go forth to victory.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't... What is this? Oh, right. The changes don't really matter to me that much, I guess. The problem, though, when you start adding quality of life things, then you're already past the line, and then it's like, well, where does it stop? Like, they keep adding stuff?
Loktar.
Because every time you do that, you get a little bit closer to retail, which is what classic players don't want. If you want the more retail style play, you could literally just play retail, or you could get into, I don't know. You could be doing Cataclysm, whatever, But yeah, that's That's always what, like, kind of sets me off a little bit. But like I said, the things I was reading, I think they took off the buff and the debuff limit or something like that, which affects pretty drastically affects raids. It's a lot less management and stuff to do. What else? I like the instant mail. Like, I don't, that's, you know, that's fine with me. It's, especially if you have an alt, and I'm assuming that's why they did it, but I don't know. There's something else I've remembered, but now I've forgotten. A whole bunch of stuff, really. Like I said, this is, you know, you start doing a couple of things, and then people are like, oh, yeah, well, what about this? You can do this, you know. Then before you know it, you don't really have Classic anymore. I mean, it's not that this is Classic anyway. Even the 2019, that wasn't vanilla either. There were quality of life changes and things like that. It wasn't the same game. We're never going to see that again. And a lot of people don't even remember it. And I got to be honest, I don't even really remember the differences between Classic and 2019. Even though I played it, both of them. Oh, I think they're dual spec. That one, you know, it's not something I've really ever had to deal with either, but I know that it's, you know, paying 50 gold. Like, they made it so punishing to just play your character. So I don't actually mind that. Yeah. Anyway. They really need to be making promises, though. Seriously. Because they end up, it just comes back on them. And it makes you think, well, are they doing this for, like, just the hype, to hype it up so people come back with their subscription? Or they just don't know what they're doing, right? They're just wishy-washy. That's kind of what it seems. I would tend to think it's the first one, where they're just trying to build up the subscription base.
Glory to the Horde. Farewell. Go with honor.
We actually can pick up a few quests here. Not many. I can't get too carried away in here. Let's get this quest, and we're going to go to Ratchet.
What do you need? Strength.
Nope, I don't want to do that
yet. For the Horde.
Right. So let's see what we have here. Do I want to set my Hearthstone here? I think I'm going to keep it in Razor Hill for right now. Should have picked up the Raptor Thieves quest. We've got, as you can see, 71 silver. I have to, so I've got some fish in the bank. These raw longjaw mud snappers, and I got the raw bristle whisker, and I have this recipe, but I have to be 50 cooking to use it. So I'm slowly going to be working on that stuff for us. So we have some food in the bag. Otherwise, I'm going to have to buy it from a vendor. But I don't really want to do that. It's the whole point of picking up cooking and fishing. How about we get some of this action? There's another 60, man. I always do it the wrong way. He goes the other. He goes sideways the other way. There we are. Who hit 60 there? Inflated. I don't know that anybody's using this. The only reason I say that is because, well, I actually turned it off, but trade chat, it was just a constant wave of spam. Well, not spam, but people looking for groups. It makes you think maybe nobody's using that, or maybe they're using both of them. I'm not sure. But I'm glad it's just looking for group and not LFD, right? I'd be a... That's actually what I thought when I first heard. I wasn't really paying attention. And I was like, are you like, no, man. There's no way, right? Let's see what the goblin has here.
Yo!
So his specialty stuff, as you can see, more than likely, it's going to be bought up. You know, obviously people are doing the challenge here. So all of these specialty vendors, you'll
Back!
be lucky to find anything on them. And I got to be honest, I'm a little bit worried about the life route. But I think by the time we get there, you know, the crazy waves are going to be over, I would imagine. Also, these fishing pools are going to be hard to get to. Because these things, they're great on a fresh server. I wonder if I could even fish here. Is my skill high enough? Probably have to have a bobble. Actually, my Leatrix maps will tell me. Oh, I can fish here. Oh, hello there. Dented crate. I don't think that's very common to fish up. Just, you know, fishing plain like this. Let's see what's in that, man. Okay, handful of copper bolts. Another great place to make some money off fishing is all along the rivers and the coasts in Stranglethorn Vale. Great, great place. There's a ton of the floating wreckage and stuff like that. Anyway, we might be able to find a recipe for this. Maybe here. Anyway, it's not going to be a fishing episode. I was just kind of hoping we'd see. I was just kind of hoping we get lucky. There'd be a pool. I'd pull a piece of leather out of it. And we could make that axe. But I think probably have to farm that off camera. Yeah, let's go, we'll slay, well, let's get the flight point first, before I forget to do that. Get the flight point.
Yo!
Let's fly back.
Keep it real!
I'll keep it real. Oh, what is that? Oh, oily blackmouth. Okay. Let's move this right there. Oh. Dun, dun. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I can smell my landlord. She's cooking, well, Thanksgiving stuff. So if you don't know, I've talked about my living situation before. I have my own little apartment, but it's attached to like this ranch-style house, like this big long house, and 1/4 of it is a separate apartment with its own entrance and all that. But when she's cooking, I can usually smell what's going on. All right, let's get I don't feel like messing with that yet. Where are the raptors? Oh, right here. Raptor thieves?
Sub.
Yeah.
Go with honor.
Yeah, I'm going to keep the Hearthstone Razor Hill because we have quests that we still need to do there. Let's get warmed up here. Wish I had a food buff or something. I may as well put this up, I suppose. Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot for not making more pots and stuff up. I sold quite a bit of herbs. I just vendored them. I wasn't really thinking when I did it. But whatever. It is what it is. Why he didn't run off there? Yeah, I'm going to be relying on bandages here. Every time I see dodge, I'm trying to overpower, but we don't have it yet. Should pick up a couple of health pots here and there. That's all I really need. We don't need like 20 on us, right? Man, I was finding the mobs. They were green and gray mobs down in Silverpine near the tower at the far west end. Dude, I was getting parried by those things so much. They obviously have a super high chance to do it. I'm not even kidding. Sometimes I would get parried 3 times in a row. At least once a mob, I was getting parried on these things. But usually 2 to 3 times every single fight. I'm like sitting here cussing. Yeah, we got barely wrecked. This reduces our healing. This Blood Fury. Yeah, man, I really want that axe. We might get lucky with the chest as well for the light leather. The old Barons, man. Doesn't get much more classic. If you're on the Horde, anyway. This weapon is so slow. It's not the slowest, but it's slow. But when we crit with it, it's so good. So I do, we've got 4 points in cruelty. I'm going to get this up one more, so we have a 5% chance to crit. And our agility will help with that as well. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. That is so good for us. Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild. Thank you, sir. I started, when I dropped Herbalism, I started to pick up skinning. I mean, look at this guy. Just so I could vendor the skins. It's a pretty good strat. But I was like, you know, I'm not going to keep it, right? So, and I decided not to. Great story, Eric. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Oh boy, that's a 13. Start off by knocking us down there. Sunder up some of this armor. Need demo shout, man. When did we get that? It's actually coming up level 14. Jesus. Woo. Wrecked. A big old bar coming. It's a big old bar. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand why I'm getting parried and missing so much. It's kind of stupid. Like, that was 3 parries off of that mob. That feels ridiculous to me. It's at least 2 parries too much. Well, just don't stop believing. And some of those parries might turn into a Steve parry. Weak. Weak. Light feather. It's a light feather. It's a nice day for a white wedding. Flashful Fantasy. Used to I dug that album when I was a young teenager. The Zevras, they are trucks, man. Those things will wreck you. They hit so hard. The hell are the mobs at? Come on, Blizzard. Turn up the spawn rate. I'll take this. Need 2 more Plain Strider kidneys. Wait a minute. I think we can get a recipe here.
Greetings.
Am I right? No, but I should buy some food. So these light feathers are, I mean, I can't use the auction house, so I have to vendor all this stuff. And I got to remember that. Yeah, there are a couple of recipes here. I wouldn't say those are the best. Let's buy some bread. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to buy a stack of this. Just something I could put down here on the bar.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Let's see. Do you have...
Zug zug.
Just the trainer. Okay.
Dabu.
Da the boo. Don't be afraid to boo it. Da it and all that. So sorry about that. He was suffering. You saw him. So I just got through reading this horror book. I've been reading a lot of horror novels lately. It's called The Ruins by Christopher Gold, I think is the guy's name. Man, I was so into it until the very last bit. I don't know. It's just a little bit silly what was going on. I mean, it was okay. Like, when you find out, like, what's going on, it's like, okay, that's weird, but all right, I guess I see it. But he took it, he went from there and just went, he turned it up to 11 with silliness. I'm not going to say anything in case anybody is interested. It's a great read, though. It's it's got a great pace to it. But I was... I mean, I had like 20 pages left when it took off to ridiculous portions. Like, well, I got to finish it now, right? But I got to say, if I'd been halfway through that book and found out sooner, it's just a little too over the top. It's an interesting concept. I just wish he had executed it a little less, I don't know. Like, it would have been just fine at, I'll say, like, the first level that he took it to. It would have been okay. It was like, okay. I could maybe see that. But then he just... he just took it and ran. Anyway, I got the Shining. It's going to be here for me in a couple of days. Never read it. I'm looking forward to it. God, I hate chasing these stupid things, man. I'm just going to wait till your dumbass comes back. Perfect.
Congratulations.
All right, we got our beaks there. And Stephen King must make so much money off of writing, like for them to be able to put his review of the book like on the cover. I'm not even kidding. I've read probably 5 or 6 horror books last couple months. Every single book, he's like, this is the best book, blah, blah, blah. He's like, another thing I don't get, you ever pick up a book and the first 3 pages are just snippets of how great it is from different quotes in newspapers? Like, I already bought the book. I don't know. It kind of seems ridiculous. Like, I got a better idea. I tell you what, let me form my own opinion.
Loktar, strength. Go forth to victory.
The zebra. Diddy zebra. All right. Me praise. Yeah. Let's pick the pools up here. The
The
pools.
winds guide you.
Got a bags and sack vendor right
Ancestors
there.
watch over you.
All right, we're going to wrap this episode up. And I will be doing some stuff off camera. I'll be looking to go into Ragefire Chasm about level 15. I think I'll feel okay. But like I said, I just want to hopefully get a couple of pieces of gear, either from quest rewards or that I can make through blacksmithing, and maybe that green axe. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to do my best to, get a couple of levels there off camera so we can start running some dungeons. Anyway, you guys and gals, take care. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Hillbilly and I will catch you in the next episode.
Until our paths cross again.
Peace.